Hello, my besties. Welcome back. I am Jo. I have on a white sweatshirt. My hair is black and it's locked. And today again, I have the same wristwatch, black, and has some yellow and brown beads. There is some background noise that you will hear today. There are construction workers that are on the other side of the complex. And if you are interested in figuring out what they're saying, because from what I've been listening to their stories are hilarious. If you can pick up a few Swahili words here and there, you could learn from this and get entertained at the same time. Either way, life has to go on. That's just part of society. So I could have put this off and done the recording at a later time, but there's something to be done at that later time, so we're just going to do it. Besides, it's just an introductory video to what I want to put out. It's a series called Monk Mode, and that is a bold one, but it's not even an original idea. I learned it from a YouTuber called Erickson. His idea is different. When he tells you to do monk mode, he's telling you to lock in, so that when you want to achieve something, at least you have to put in extra work or extra effort. And I think that is very accurate. The series that I'm putting out has three purposes. One, to make me shoot more. Previously, I had a video a week, and that is easy to do. But if I shoot in bulk and then I schedule the videos to go out, it means it takes some time for me to go back into creator mode. While that gives me enough time to rest and prevents at least burnout, it gives a challenge when I want to go back into creating again. So now I have to pull myself out of that funk, and I don't like that. I really enjoy doing this, at least for now. And I would like to do it more often. So for monk mode, that means I'm going to be doing more videos, just so that I'm used to the process of creating. The second reason why I'm doing this has to be the one major reason why I started YouTube, is so that I am able to animate properly in front of a camera, as well as the goal is to do it in front of an audience. So I was doing an audit of a video that I previously put out, and I realized something. A few things came to my attention. When I'm conversating in front of a video or in front of a camera, it means I usually have three people that I'm speaking to. There's someone on my left and my right, and then there's you, my bestie, at the center. Oftentimes after I have finished the video, I realize that one person hardly ever gets attention, another person gets very little attention, then there's a third person who gets all the attention, which is very unfortunate. This happens because the person to my left gets the most attention, then the person to my right, then you, my bestie. This is because there's always some sort of objects on my left hand side, so maybe I'm looking at it when I'm thinking about something, and then on my right hand side clearly there's nothing, so I always just look at it, maybe for the sake of just looking at it. Ideally, what is supposed to be happening is I should be looking directly into the camera, because you are the person I'm having a conversation with, but I find myself looking either sides, and I know that is something that will just improve with time. But then I also believe that if I'm just acting naturally and I'm animating naturally in front of a camera, which is the goal, then I should just be able to do this naturally. I don't know if that is having too much expectations and hoping that this should come to me naturally, but the more I do it, the more I practice. If you notice the last few seconds, another thing happens is that when I'm having a conversation, I find myself closing my eyes. So I'll be having a conversation and my eyes are closed, which is funny to me, but could be another thing that is off-putting to somebody. I don't know. We can't do everything right. At least if I want to be natural in front of a camera, that is going to happen, because sometimes when I'm having conversations with people, I find myself looking deep into their soul, or closing my eyes, or when I'm just having normal conversation, a little bit I'll be looking at something up. But ideally, I would like to be able to have, if not most of the time, be looking at the camera directly so that I can deliver this in the best way possible. Now, this is funny, but it still applies to me. When you go to other channels, they have this sound, or they sound almost like they're giving a narration for a documentary, and they pull you in, and they sound that way. And when it's their female counterparts, they have this really soft voice and they're just telling you what to do, and it's nice. And oftentimes it gets me. I'm just there looking at them like, not only are you beautiful, you sound great, and you have my attention as well. Me on the other side, for me to be as natural as possible, and maybe somebody who is good in PR or something like that could correct me in the comment section. That is not what I am naturally. Sometimes I could just be sat and having a conversation, and that works. But oftentimes, my body follows the story. You see, when you look at my videos, my hands are always moving. And my face cannot hide what I'm feeling. So most of the time, I could be having a conversation, and you could tell where my emotions are. There is a lot of movement when it comes to my forehead, my brows, my smile, just generally my facial expressions, whatever I'm feeling. I could be telling you a sad story and it shows on my face. I could obviously be telling you a happy story and I'm just there moving with it. So my body flows with it and you can see my eyes. And on the other hand, I could give you a story and I tell you, the other day we had a wonderful time. And it doesn't sound natural. Neither does it look natural, and also doesn't come naturally to me. If I'm going to tell you something, I think my body could be moving with it. During interviews, I find myself really tense, and so my hands are always here. But that is an unnatural environment, and they even encourage you to not to have so much movement going on. But this is my channel. This is me trying to get to the goal where I have that I can animate naturally in front of people or in front of you, my besties. I am yet to decide if I'm going to tone it down or I'm just going to be me, because half the time there's going to be a lot of storytelling. And imagine someone telling me, once upon a time, there was this person that did this, and this. That is funny. That is funny to look at. It is not natural. So I'm trying to see, the more I do these videos, the more I will figure out if that works or it doesn't work. But that is just what it is. My body follows my story, and my story follows my body. By the end of the day, my body follows my emotions, and I think that's a wonderful thing. This is still a trial and error thing. I'm looking at trying several videos. I'm looking at vlogs. I'm looking at educational videos, which is, by the end of the day, someone has to get value from these videos. And I'm looking at mukbangs. I really love mukbangs. I find them satisfying or calming to me. Again, I don't know, it's just my thing. So my besties, even as I take up this challenge of mukbang, I actually encourage you at the point where you see this to lock in. There are going to be more videos. Ideally, I would love a video a day just to boost the number of videos I have on the page, and also to be able to bring out as much value as possible. The purpose of the videos only are three. One, they have to be high impact videos that give you value from what you have. Simple to understand videos of everyday, day-to-day things that affect us as one, because I have a series called Diary of a 28-year-old. And the third thing is, consistency and discipline. For me to be able, now this is a bit selfish. The first two are for you, my besties, but the last one is now for me to be able to consistently do this. I'm looking to challenge myself to put out a video a day. If that doesn't happen, at least 3 videos a week. At whatever stage you see this video, I am encouraging you to go into more mode. This doesn't have to be putting out videos like it is for me. This can be your personal life. When it comes to personal finances, when it comes to your lifestyle changes and adjustments, when it comes to your relationships, when it comes to financial development, even personal growth. If you can just put in an extra amount of work, it doesn't hurt, I believe. So this is going to be it. Now we are going into a wet and crude period, but at the same time, at the end of the challenge, I'm sure we will be very ready to ignite. Thank you for keeping me company for the next 30 days in advance, and I hope to see you at the end of the challenge. What will have changed for me and for you. For now, stay safe, use your mouth. Ciao.